Every day we pass dozens of strangers on the street, on the train, in line at the store. Almost all of them disappear the moment they're gone, no trace left behind. But sometimes there's one face that's different. One look that, for some reason, makes us stop. Why does that happen? And why do some of the world's greatest philosophers believe that's exactly where meaning is born? There's a name for this too: the ethics of the face. The philosopher behind it is Emmanuel Levinas. He spent much of his life asking one question: where does our sense of responsibility really come from? His answer wasn't rules. It wasn't logic. It was something simpler and much more immediate: the face of another person. Levinas called it the call of the face. The moment we truly look into someone's suffering, we're called to respond before we even have time to think it through. This isn't empathy we choose. It's a call that arrives first, before we get the chance to turn away. In our story, the man wasn't planning to listen to anyone that day. But once their eyes met, he couldn't just walk past. He became a listener, then a messenger. There's a quiet tension in this story, easy to miss. The city and the village aren't just two places. They're two different kinds of time. The city runs on linear time, targets, schedules, progress that always has to go up. The village where the old woman lives runs on cyclical time. The seasons repeat. The sheep are herded every morning. The harvest comes and goes in the same pattern, year after year. Tenzin, her son, went to chase linear time, progress in the city. But that's exactly where he disappeared, cut off from a mother who stayed loyal to the old rhythm. This isn't just a detail in the setting. It's a quiet critique of modern life. The city promises progress, but the price is often the very bonds that hold us together. There's a small symbol in this story that carries more weight than it first appears: a sickle. Tenzin promised to bring his mother a new sickle, a tool for harvesting. But the word also describes something else: the crescent moon. Two meanings, one shape. A straight line stands for progress, from point A to point B, never looking back. But a crescent moon stands for a cycle. It appears, disappears, then appears again, in the same shape. The old woman lives by the logic of the crescent. Waiting doesn't mean giving up, because in a world that moves in cycles, everything carries the possibility of returning, even if not quite the same way it left. The man in this story isn't the hero who comes to fix things. He's just passing through. But that's exactly what makes him interesting. He becomes something else. A teacher who happened to be passing by. Travel philosophy, from wandering Sufis to pilgrim monks, to those who simply walk long distances, keeps returning to the same idea. The unexpected encounters along the way often teach us more than the destination itself. The old woman never set out to teach him anything, but her presence made him stop, listen, and carry something heavier than just a story. And as he continues west, he carries more than a story. He carries a feeling. Maybe the point of a journey was never only the place we're heading to. Sometimes it's the people we meet along the way who, just for a moment, leave a part of themselves with us. And we, without always realizing it, become a mirror, reflecting back the wound they carried, so that at least for a moment it's seen, acknowledged. He promised he would remember. And maybe becoming a mirror for someone else's wound is one of the most honest kinds of meaning we can offer to anyone we happen to meet along the way.